Hello, I'm Nicki V, and this video is especially for you if you are a single woman who's really wants to be in a fantastic relationship. Now, I was in that position for a long time, but actually about 12 years ago. And I remember just being in that space where I really didn't know which way to turn. You know, there's so much out there about dating sites and in magazines, and it just didn't ever feel right for me. And actually I had a friend and I was kind of talking to her about it and going, you know, I don't really know where to go, I don't know what to do, you know, I was thinking, I keep meeting guys but they're not really the right ones. And she said something which changed my whole life. And she said, how would it be if you let him find you? And oh my goodness me, that changed everything. So I'm here today really because since that time, a couple of years after that, I met my husband, Tony V. And by complete accident, we were asked about 3 or 4 months after our wedding, and we got married very quickly, to speak to a group of people about our intimate relationship and how we'd kind of found each other. And since then, we've been assisting couples and single people to find that, as people call it, ultimate intimate relationship. Now, it doesn't really matter whether you are single because you've just come out of a divorce, and maybe that divorce was messy and horrible and you're in a lot of pain, or maybe actually you were glad to see the back of it. Or maybe you've been a long time single, maybe you've never really had a relationship with somebody where you've lived together or got married. Or maybe you're one of those people that's been in and out of lots of different relationships. Maybe you're a single mum. It doesn't matter. This program is really for you because it's not about you finding him or searching for him. It's about letting him find you. How cool does that sound? So what I'm doing with this video today is I want to give you a gem. I want to give you something which you can use today that may have a miraculous effect. Because you might notice after today's video that actually you feel differently about the fact that you're single. You feel differently. You start to notice that men respond to you slightly differently. You're probably going, what? Well, you know, how could that happen like that? Well, you know, that's how easily it can happen. Now, the Let Him Find You videos that I'm going to do, well, this is the first one, and I'm going to do these every week because I just want to share with you some gems, something that will help you to maybe feel differently. Because if you're fed up as I was and, you know, thinking that this could be a long time before this great guy comes along, then, you know, I want this to be something that, you know, you can look at. I'm not trying to sell you a load of, you know, programs or books or tapes or anything like that. I just want to connect with you today and each week to see if I can assist you to bring him closer quicker. So, what have I got for you today? Well, you might notice that there's a couple of chairs here. And actually, Tony and I found these really recently. And obviously one is a man and one is a woman. Now, I've really wanted to show you these chairs today because I wanted to explain to you how different these two animals are. These two human beings, one being a man and one being a woman. And so here's the myth. The myth is that we're the same. The myth is that we both want the same things. The myth is that what attracts a man to a woman is the same as what attracts a woman to a man. And I want to blow that myth out the water because over the years that Tony and I have been, you know, working with so many people and, you know, fantastic experiences, I'm just thinking of one beautiful woman who actually was one of my clients because I actually teach coaching. I teach coaches how to have a great business and how to be at a mastery level of coaching. And she came to me because she wanted to learn more skills in coaching. And then one day we were in London at an event and she came to me and she said, Nicki, she said, I know that you and Tony do kind of relationship stuff. She said, I really have got to the point where I just, I'm a single mom, I've been single a long time, I had a bit of a messy divorce, this is very, very common in this day and age. And she said, I feel like I'm ready, but it just doesn't seem to happen, it just doesn't seem to work well. And so I said to her, well look, let's spend some time together, but let me ask you one question, and that's what I want to ask you right now. On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being you feel like you are completely ready. You've let go of all the old stuff about maybe old relationships or being on your own for a great long time. You feel completely ready because you feel great about yourself. You feel like you're living the life you want to live and having a great time. You're what they call happy. So 10 is that. It's like you're ready and, any minute now you have the feeling he's coming around the corner. Or 0 is you're really desperate. You don't know where to turn. This is what I was like. You're, fed up of sleeping alone. You've been on a load of dating sites. The stuff that happens on dating sites, I'm not knocking it, but, some girls have had some really, really bad experiences. So if you're 0 and you're down in that, it's just awful. And actually, I'm just thinking to myself, maybe I'm going to be single forever. And how can I make that okay? Or 10 is you're just ready. Where are you? Because actually that's all that really I want to share with you. I want to share some gems with you because I want to explain to you that the state of being ready as a woman is really about having the life that we want to live, being really great with who we are. And there's this expression, loving yourself as you are. And like, that's an overused term in my view, but it really means a lot. It means that you feel good about yourself. You're not going, oh, if only I was thinner, if only I was younger, if only I didn't have this, if only I had a better job, if only I could travel more. All those things will just keep us stuck, not feeling ready. So whatever number you've got, well, if you've got a 9 or a 10, I would just carry on because it sounds like, this is all going to work out well and quickly. But below that number, below an 8, really there's some stuff that really might be really, really helpful for you. So let me tell you about this fabulous woman, Joanne. And so she's a single mom, as I say, been, single for a long, long time. And what she did is she, kind of realised that she had no education about what men are looking for. She thought that they were looking for some young woman, maybe very shapely, lots of fun, likes this, likes that. And she actually found out, because obviously this is what we've understood over the years, she actually found out that actually she is just as lovable exactly as she is today, just as attractive to men, just by being in a fantastic happy place, in a fantastic feeling good about herself. So, this may sound like twee, it may sound like, oh yeah, you just got to be happy. But I really, really mean this. I've seen so many women like Joanne, and what happened with Joanne is within a few weeks, I think it was about 6 weeks, she met this great guy at some social do she went to, where she wasn't expecting to meet anybody. I think it was a sports club. It was a sports club. And this guy just, they got to know each other. She said, I don't know where it's going, but it doesn't matter. And then he said to her, hey, come on, let's go to Twickenham. She said, I love rugby. We went to Twickenham. And now, since then, only 9 months later, they're looking for a house together. And they're talking about getting married. And she's so, she came to meet me in London, and we'd only spoken on the phone and just talked about stuff and asked her some questions, and we really getting into a better place. And she came to meet me and she walked in the door and I knew she was ready. She just looked glowing, shining, happy, amazing. And I knew that he would be just around the corner. So I wish for you that kind of journey. And it doesn't have to take forever. It took me a long time because I didn't have anybody to be on that journey with me. I didn't have anybody to support me or to ask questions to be there with me. So I'm offering that for you. I'm saying, look, I have some information, I have some education, and I have lots to tell you about what men want. have lots to tell you about how to get yourself in that fantastic place where he finds you. So underneath this video, there will be a box where you can put your name and your email and maybe even ask a question, or you might want to make a comment, or just let me know that you want more information. And just to let me know, then I can make sure that you get my videos every week. If you're not ready to put your name in, that's okay. I'm just going to be sending you this video every week, and I look forward to celebrating with you when you are in a fantastic relationship with a guy who's found you. So until next week, just let me know if you have any questions or you want to talk to me at all. But until next week, just think about that. Where am I? And where do I need to be? So till then, bye-bye.